Hello everyone, it's Oceanid, and welcome to the video. Today we are making a strawberry snake sculpture for a festival I plan on participating in as a vendor. Typically I'll start with plain beige clay, but I decided to use up some of my colored clay for this project so you can see me mixing together my reds as I don't have a huge amount of each color. Before mixing, I put each color through my pasta machine to make it easier for me to knead, then pressed them together and ran it through a few more times. Also, just as a side note, any tools you'll use for clay can now only be used for clay. This pasta machine is only for my sculpting and nothing else. Otherwise, if you try and use it for other things, they'll get contaminated with the clay. Once I'd gotten the colors relatively mixed, I rolled it into a ball, then into a cylinder, also known as a snake for hopefully obvious reasons. I rolled it out pretty thin and then started coiling it into a snake shape. I'll show two snakes at the end of the video, but I only recorded the first one here, and I'll admit that I was definitely very particular about the sculpting of this one since I wasn't quite sure what I was doing. You can see me coil it and then recoil it quite a few times before I cut the excess clay off, and then I spent more time than I would have liked smoothing out the clay and making sure that the snake wouldn't uncoil when I moved it. see, I've now gotten the snake itself to a place where I'm happy with it, and I've mixed some new green clay, as I have a dark green and a lime green, and neither of those colors are particularly good for strawberry leaves. I have this pack of metal shape cutters, which had a very nice leaf shape that I used to make 4 little leaves for the top of the snake's head. As I added each leaf, I used my silicone tool to just press down the center to help the leaf stay in place better and not look too bulky. After adjusting the leaves a little bit, I then added a little dot of clay to the center of the leaves, sort of like a stem. And here we have the snake as it looks before I bake it, all nicely coiled up. The longest dimension on the snake is probably about 2 inches, though the second one was definitely probably a good ½ inch smaller than the first. These are not big sculptures, and no, I'm not going to sell them for like a humongous amount either. Although I will, take my time into account. With the sculptures baked and small detailing added, this is the final result. Wherever and whenever you are, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day or night. Thank you for watching.